Correct me if I'm wrong, but there is rarely a time where your mind is completely clear. I have made it my mission to seek out and do things more when my mind is completely clear. Because I could be doing little things in the day, I could be doing anything, and I'll still be thinking about my problems. I'll get drowned inside of my own thoughts, and that's no good for anybody. I always used to find it difficult to handle stressful situations. I always found it difficult to put that energy into something else in order for me to feel calm again. And about a year ago, I fell in love with running. Running has a special place in my heart because it's allowed me to express all of the feelings that I suppress. A lot of the times we suppress how we really feel. And if you're like me, you keep everything inside until you burst like a volcano. However, when I've been on runs, when I've ran for 30 minutes or less, it doesn't matter where you start at, I've been able to fully let go. I've been able to have that moment that we all crave where we could just let it out. You know, I've cried on runs. I've laughed on runs. I've let every single thing out. I've shouted on runs. I've screamed on runs. I've done everything. And you might be thinking to yourself, why not go on a walk for an hour, come back home and see how you feel? And of course, I think walking is peaceful. And this video has been inspired by the posts I've been seeing with people posting that phrase and showing the beautiful scenery. And that does help, but for me, there's still a lot of noise going on up here. For me, I need something more strenuous. And it may seem like you're punishing your body in the moment. It may seem like you're dying, especially when you first get into it. You're not really used to running that long, but afterwards, it is beautiful. While you're doing it, it is beautiful. Because when you are running, your mind is clear. Instead of thinking about your life, you're thinking about excuses. You're thinking to yourself, hold on, maybe I should stop. Maybe this is too much. I should take a rest. I should walk. All of these excuses are coming on in your head. But when you get the flow of things, when you start to flow, that is when your mind is completely blank. That is when all you hear are your surroundings. You no longer hear your inner thoughts, your inner monologue. All you hear is the sound of you breathing or struggling to breathe. All you hear is your feet going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you find your rhythm. And don't get me started when the runner's high comes by. When the runner's high comes by, it feels like you've completed your whole entire day. For those of you that don't know, runner's high is kind of like a good feeling you get from running. It's kind of a bad explanation for what it is, but it can happen during a run or after. And for me, it's this happiness I get, or sometimes an urge to run again. But when I get it, you just can't beat it. On the walk back from a run, you're walking and your mind is clear, you're at ease. And like I said before, you feel like you've completed every single thing in your day, even when you haven't. You can see the excitement coming off of my face while I make this video, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I never used to like running. In fact, I used to hate it. When I was 15, I had a boxing coach. That whole time I was with him, I didn't do no road work. I didn't do no running. The only thing I used to do was skip for hours, so my cardio wasn't that bad. However, I used to hate the feeling of running for too long. I felt like my body couldn't handle it. I felt like I struggled too much and I would just get bored. And I used to only do sprints. So take it from me, all right? I'm completely non-biased. I haven't been doing this my whole life. I haven't had family that have been going on long runs. I'm kind of the only one in my family that does go on long runs. And take it from me, I do think that you should start running. The first reason I started working out, aside from wanting to have a six-pack, was for my mind, was therapy. A lot of the times I work out, it is therapeutic. I don't see it as a chore. Even when I'm not motivated, I know I have to do that because I know I have to protect this. I know I have to heal this by breaking, destroying, straining, all of this. Because I know I'm going to feel amazing after, even if I go into it feeling negative, even if I go into it feeling a bit iffy, like I'm not really trying to do it, I don't really want to work out. I know afterwards I'm going to be thankful for it. I know I'll thank myself, I'll be like, thank you. Thanks for working out today. Because I need that daily dose. That's my medicine. That's my therapy. And running has been a big part of it. A lot of times in my life where I felt low, where I felt the loneliness coming back, or I felt like I was in a bit of a rough patch, I always ran. In fact, I ran more. And a lot of the times, I'm not gonna lie, I was running away from my problems. But on the other hand, on the other half, I was also running to heal my mind. I don't want to bore you with the physical benefits. I'm sure you can guess, even if you don't know, how much your physique is going to benefit from running at least a couple times a week, once a week. I run 5K once a week and I do other forms of cardio, of course. But today is not about the show. Today is not about the external. It's about the internal. I've been to talking therapy and it helped for the time and the sport I was at when I was younger. But if I knew about running, boy, I feel like it would have helped even more. I don't know if words can fathom how much I think running can help every single person watching this video. Every single age group. I really think running helps with any sort of emotion you have. Whether that's anger, whether that's fear, sadness, even if you're happy, you should be running. The expression you get to have when you run and the release is amazing. I don't think I can release how I want to anywhere else apart from the comfort of my own home without looking crazy. And because I don't run on a treadmill at the gym, I actually run outside by a river. I would say running also gets you more in touch with nature. I never really used to be a nature guy or a guy that used to take pictures of the sky or the clouds. I used to kind of laugh at that. Not in a serious way, I would just be unserious about it. But now that I run, I take in my surroundings. I'm thankful for the beautiful spots in the world and I look forward to running in certain areas when I do decide to switch it up. Because for me, I get tired when I'm seeing the same thing. So if I'm in the same place for too long, I'm running, I'm going to get tired. I might actually quit. If I'm doing laps around, I'm seeing the same thing, I might get tired. I like the thought of having a journey. Just like in life, how we're all going through a journey. While I'm running, I need to see that journey. I need to see where I'm going to end up. I need to start and I need to finish, even if I finish where I started, if that makes sense. Because it just helps with me. It makes me feel less tired and I will appreciate the run more. Once you start running in some really nice scenic places where you live, because I'm sure there are nice spots where you live, all right? Doesn't matter where you live. There's going to be a couple secret spots. And you start running regularly and you're running in a nice place. You just can't beat it. You can't beat it. You can't. I don't know if I'm getting through to you. I really hope I am. But running will literally solve all your problems. I'm not going to lie. On top of all this, I think something that's been said 100 times already, but a big problem is all of the fake dopamine that we consume, or just short-lived dopamine. When we're scrolling on social media, yada, yada, yada. All right, you're only going to receive positive dopamine from a run. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel accomplished. And I know the best way for you to start, or this is how I started. I'm not going to preach to you like this. But what I started to do was I ran for 10 minutes. If you can't run for 10 minutes, then you run for 5 minutes. Then from there, I actually went up 11, 12, 14, 15, and so on. I got to the 20 mark. I felt pretty proud. Then I got to the half an hour mark. Even if you're crawling your way up the ranks slowly, you're going to get your body used to running that distance. And now I run 5 kilometers, 3 miles, which the standard, it takes 30 minutes to complete. I think everybody watching this video should run half an hour and I want you to see how you feel afterwards. And for the people that can't physically go on a run, go for a walk, go for a stroll, go for a ride for an hour and come back and see how you feel. Guys, Christmas is around the corner. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then it is the holiday season. It is very wintry. I have just joined Cameo. It's going to be the first link in my description. You can get me to say anything you want. Merry Christmas, maybe some advice, happy birthday, anything. I'm doing anything. And yeah, Cameo description, I just started that. Please help me. I'm eating grilled cheese off the radio. That's just a joke, don't worry. Anyway, that's me for today. I'm gonna catch you tomorrow like I always do. Have a good day. Go ahead. End video.